Any questions around the room? Please raise your hands. Speak loudly. First question. Over on the right side.
What type of advice would you give your 12-year-old self right now?
Damn. First question. I would honestly say just keep believing in yourself first and foremost. I always think about how there were so many people when I was younger. Like you look at you like, damn, that kid's really good. Like I wonder if I ever progress to be that. And then and you see where you are now, and you see like where you've grown from. So continue to believe in yourself. Continue to trust yourself. Work hard. Don't listen to what people think or say about you. Just believe in yourself.
Standing on the left.
Question: if you could do one thing to make the league better, what would you do?
Say it again? I'm sorry.
If you could do one thing to make the league better, what would you do?
To make the league better? This is a trap question too.
No, it isn't. It's not. It's not.
One thing I would do to make the league better. I would say honestly, lessen the back-to-backs for sure. My only answer.
Jalen, obviously, point guard has to be an all-around player. But for you, what is the most important thing that a point guard has to have in his bag?
It's actually something that's not in his bag. It's the leadership aspect. I think that's the most important thing. There's so many different ways to play the point guard position, but to be able to lead a team, to help your team win, is most important. And so, how can you keep guys together when things aren't going well? When everything's going well, it's easy. But when it's not, how are you able to kind of focus everyone in to get back on track? And I think that's the most important thing. At least that's why I think it's the most important.
Here in front.
Yeah, thank you. John, a question about defending in the NBA has becoming harder and harder over the years between the rules and the growing players' skill set. And defense actually is a great hallmark for the Knicks. In your case, as a small and perimeter defender, how you have been adjusting yourself to it over the years?
It changes. I think game to game, the physicality can change. You have to adjust the way how it's being called. Sometimes it's more physical, sometimes it's not. So I think it's just adjusting, knowing when you can be physical, when you cannot, and being smart about it. Like you said, the game's evolving. Everyone's getting better. Everyone's finding out how to attack the best defenders. And so it just makes it 10 times more difficult. But you honestly just have to adjust to the physicality.
Would you change any rule?
Would I change any rule?
Yeah, any rule to have more room for defense.
No, I wouldn't.
Thank you.
Right here, John. With Carl Anthony Towns on rival this season, do you consider that the championship is more possible for the Knicks?
I think we've grown over the year, and obviously that's a goal of ours. But we have a long way to go, and obviously it starts with me and Kat. But the team that we have, everyone's bought in. Everyone wants to win. Everyone has that as their goal, and so as long as we have that as our focus, it's definitely a possibility.
Tom, in the middle.
You've had two really terrific battles with different now. What do you think of his competitive spirit, his drive, his serious approach to the game?
I think it's great for basketball. I think it's great for a person like him to be so competitive and so focused and so driven at all aspects of his game, no matter where he is. He could be preseason, he could be an all-star. He's going to have that same mindset. That's what we've seen. And obviously the things he does on the court are just abnormal for someone his height. But he's ridiculous, and to see how he works, his preparation, I think I admire that most. I admire hard workers and people who put everything into being the best player they can be.
Dwayne on the right.
Yeah, Jalen, looking at the All-Star format now with the 40 teams, just what are you views on it as obviously you'll be in it?
Yeah, I'm excited. Excited to see how it's going to be. It's definitely different, definitely interesting, and we'll see. I'm just as interested as you.
And have you seen? Did you watch last night? What did you think of how it played out last night?
I did not watch last night. Spent a little time with my family. It was Valentine's Day, so I had to.
Over here, third row.
Jalen, just the nature of how the game has changed so much, and then what people talk about how, and the question that you were just asked regarding why they keep changing the format. Do you find that the game needs to be more competitive, or are you guys just happy just out there playing basketball?
Both. I think obviously you want to make it more competitive, and it's honored and a privilege to be here. So obviously I'm happy out there playing on this weekend. But yeah, it can definitely be more competitive for sure, and we just need to have that mindset.
Last question on the left.
LeBron's going to play his 21st All-Star game.
Mhm.
It's still very competitive. Last 40. How does it feel to see a guy like that playing around? Would you see yourself playing past 40?
I hope. I would love to play past 40. I think it's really cool to see someone like that who has, if you want to call it pressure, the pressure of coming into the league and being the first overall pick, having all these expectations on you, and then for him to not only achieve but to exceed the expectations and continuing to do so, that's just remarkable. You don't really see that. You see people who have a lot of expectations and may, more times than not, get there, but he's exceeded it, and it's unbelievable. So I mean, he's obviously one of the GOATs for sure.
Thank you, John.
Yep.